Welcome, and today we're going to be making Garibaldi's dream come true because we're going to be playing as Italy today. If anyone's wondering how my Victoria 2 game's going so far, well, I currently have 7 militancy, so not that great. Pretty much right after that war, we're now a great power, and that's going to make it so we don't actually have to invade anybody, and all we have to do is just sphere southern Italy, and we pretty much are able to form Italy just like that. Looking all over southern Italy, and I see something beautiful, and that is the site of Garibaldi's red shirts coming around and pretty much handing us southern Italy. I have managed to create the borders of pre-World War II Italy and continental Europe. That said, in the process, I did kind of destroy my economy, so I will have to deal with that. But it's nice to see that Austria-Hungary is just a little bit smaller. We'll be going in for the next annual 5-year destruction of Austria. It is time for another invasion of Austria because I'm just going to slowly take apart their empire and we'll take all those pieces of it and give them to me as either sphered members or as states. So my really own. So World War I was so good that we decided to have World War II, and it's not even the 20th century yet. I don't even know what to say to this except for glorious, because I'm about to take a whole lot of French land with my defunded army. You know, France, this is a sneak peek of what's going to be happening to you in about 40 years. Look at that, guys. It's only just the Third Great War. I have surpassed Great Britain in GP status. They've fallen this far. They are now 4th GP behind Italy. Italy is now a bigger great power than the UK is. It's time for the Fourth Great War. Here's the aftermath of World War IV. We got Estonia and Latvia, and I made the United Baltic Provinces out of them, meaning that we now have a satellite on the other side of Europe. The Nubian Confederation was pretty much untouched, and the Workers' Confederation it's just broken now. First thing you're always going to want to do is research Romanticism, because prestige spam. Then, of course, as always, raise the taxes on the poor, raise taxes on the middle class, lower them for the rich, and raise tariffs. And, well, don't raise them too high, though, and just pick a random country that's uncivilized and invade them because you want a base for colonization in the future. And, well, time to pick a random one, and I'm gonna pick you, Wari, because you are kind of in Nigeria, and Nigeria has a lot of people in this game. We can now do this event. I can't really say that, and what that does is it makes it so that the French are going to go invade Austria for us. And, well, if we can get Lombardia, then that means we get the Expedition of 1,000 event, which is pretty much just going to hand Italy to us. We can now do the Expedition of 1,000 event, which pretty much gives cores on a bunch of land. And it also goes ahead and this one, or it's going to be this event called Cavour's Diplomacy that, well, it gives us pretty much all of northern Italy, and it makes this much easier now, because now all we have to do is we have to invade the Papal States, and then we have to sphere 2 Sicilies, and we pretty much can unite Italy just once those 2 things are done. So whilst it is cool and all that, Garibaldi's rebels are managing to take over 2 Sicilies for us, and they'll hand it to us. I'm kind of curious how they've conjured this many rebels, because I believe there's more rebels in this army than there is in the entirety of the eligible population of 2 Sicilies. I don't know how this is possible, but you know what? Cool. I have gone ahead and recaptured Rome. I'm going to go ahead and make it our capital, and I recaptured Rome because, well, all this prestige is beautiful, and now it's on to the next target, Austria, in our war to get back more Italian cores, and for me to just dismantle their empire, so I can then beat them up more in the future. So I took the time to look around the rest of the world and notice something. The United States is not feeling too good, and I'm kind of wondering how this happened during the Confederates leaving the U.S., in which states get split. Also, the Heavenly Kingdom won, which is really odd to me, because for some reason the frequency in which they're winning their war against China is increasing with each game I play, because all the new ones I play, the Heavenly Kingdom wins. And just in general, the world's not making any sense. I mean, at least in Europe, it kind of looks closer to normal, besides besides the stuff I've done. I have managed to take Dalmatia off Austria-Hungary. I also gave Montenegro some land. And, well, yeah, Austria-Hungary is kind of broken now, because they lost to me and the Russians. And, well, that said, I'm also pretty much as broke as the Austro-Hungarian Empire, because my economy is dead. And I'm pretty sure that's how this game is going to go. I'm going to go get into wars with Austria-Hungary and just bankrupt my economy every single time. I have managed to gain a cost bill to annex Egypt for about 3 infamy, and the best part is all of my allies will come in, so I can pretty much just sit back and will annex a massive chunk of Africa and get a massive colony, all thanks to imperialism. Well, we have a new colony in Africa, which is the entirety of Egypt. I also managed to take a treaty port off Persia, of the treaty port of Qashem, and, well, at least that's what I think it said. Probably not going to. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. I also had a bit of a war with Sokoto. So overall, every single holding, all of our colonial holdings have expanded by a very large amount. And, well, this right here is pretty much going to give us a good... It's make it really easy to colonize the rest of Africa, because my plan is just to invade the rest of Sokoto and then connect to these two colonies somewhere around here. I was looking over at France because, well, they're my only ally. That's a great power, and I don't think that's going to be. I don't think that it's going to be that way for much longer. Looking at these rebels, I don't know. Hopefully they'll ally with us. If not, I'm going to see if I can get Germany. But okay, yeah, that's a low militancy. So I think I might be going the way of France soon enough. But yeah, I looked over at France, and I don't think they're coming back from this. So I might have accidentally started World War I. Yeah, thanks, Germany. So they just researched Great War. It's right as the Crisis War kicks off, and, well, World War I's here, and it's over it's over a region in the Balkans as usual, and, well, yay. The Great War has just kicked off, and hopefully, okay, I think Germany's just going to beat the crap out of Russia, and we're going to be fine. Just in case you ever thought that Germany wasn't overpowered, they're single-handedly pretty much taking on Russia and GB, because in the African front, they're also winning. Yeah, I think this is going to be a quick war, and very glad that I allied with Germany, because I'm pretty sure I added the Congress Poland to my peace deal, so I'm going to start dismantling the Russian Empire because of this. So here are the results of the First Great War. Germany got some land. Germany dismantled a lot of constructions in, well, Russia. I sphered Serbia and Italian Crimea. This is my solution to the Crimean conflict if the UN is watching. I bet this is kind of how it felt for the Allies after World War I, because, well, my economy was tanking to the point I couldn't fund my navy, but thanks to the war reps I'm getting from Russia and the UK, I can actually fund a navy, and that's just beautiful. Because it's just beautiful to think that my entire budget is dependent on these two countries giving up money to me. So before the revolution in Russia, at least Italian Crimea kind of was better hidden, but yeah, now it sticks out. Now it's quite obvious that Italy owns Crimea. Yeah, also, R.I.P. Netherlands. Yeah. So I think I've messed up Russia for the rest of the game whenever stuff like Buritaya is getting released from them, which I'm pretty sure that this was not through a war of any sort. The Danubian Confederation at some point decided that it was a good idea to go to war with me, and if you can't tell by just by the military score on each side, they're going to lose, and then they're probably going to get beat up by everyone, because I'm pretty sure every single country around them is going to add a war goal to take it, to either liberate or take something from them. And so I'm pretty sure that the Danubian Confederation is just basically committed suicide. That one battle right there, I managed to kill 131,000 Frenchmen in that war, and yeah. That war was like 5 months long. Well, not that war. That battle was about 5 months long, and all I gotta say is that's why you don't keep feeding an army that's losing badly, because that just hands me a bunch of war score, France. The results of the Second Great War really weren't quite as I mean, honestly, the First Great War wasn't actually that big, didn't have that big of a result either, but yeah, the Second Great War was even less eventful in terms of just exchanges in land. I just got Savoy back that I had at the beginning of the game, and Germany didn't take anything. From what I can tell, they just dismantled constructions all over France. And, well, okay, Switzerland. I see you've taken a bit of an alternate route this game, have you? The results of the Third Great War, well, they're pretty one-sided. I took all of France's south coast, and I then took Corsica from them, and the only way they can access the Mediterranean is through their colonies in Tunisia and Algeria. And Russia just got a lot of... Russia got cut down to size, so I think they're going to have about 15 revolutions, and they already followed up GP. France is going to follow up GP. But, well, Italy is victorious. I don't know why exactly. Anyone at the peace deal would agree that Italy deserves all of this land, but we have it now. So France had their empire dismantled, and, well, they're looking a lot worse, and to top that off, Britain is losing control over India. Not only are they losing to revolts in India, other great GPs are managing to sphere what were probably their puppets at some point. So I wouldn't be surprised if Britain loses control of India by the end of the game. So I was kind of wondering why I was staying as third GP, and I kind of figured out why. Britain has had a communist revolution, and I'm starting to think the game is starting to break because for some reason the communist rebels in France won't take Paris, and Japan has just been sitting here, not like doing any sort of naval invasion of Korea, yet they're at war with them. So I'm starting to think the game is starting to break or something because it's not making a lot of sense anymore. So at some point, I don't know what exactly happened, but somebody enforced the dismantlement of the British Empire. I don't know how this exactly happened and why I'm getting colonies from them, because I haven't been at war with them since the Fourth Great War, but all of a sudden I'm just getting options to take colonies off them, and I'm kind of wondering who dismantled the British Empire. So Europe is such a mess right now that people are currently immigrating to the United Kingdom. I have never seen this happen before. And also, so many people are leaving my country that the UK has 2,000 immigrants from Italy entering their country. I don't even know what is going on in this game anymore. The game has finished, and that's probably a good thing considering the fact that Italy would have probably collapsed a couple of years after this, since I can't bring my militancy down and I'm barely able to actually fund my country. But just to show just how bad things have gotten in this game, I have managed to sphere France.